My friend, let me share with you a truth that has transformed countless lives. Among the 500 successful individuals I studied, they all possessed one common trait. This trait is not talent, not luck, and certainly not birthright. This trait is conscious daily action, day after day. I once sat in Andrew Carnegie's office and heard him say these words directly. "Mr. Hill, steel empires are not built overnight. They are the result of daily smelting. Every batch of steel, every forge, every decision." These seemingly insignificant daily actions ultimately built my business empire. Do you hear that? Success is not a sudden explosion. Success is the product of habits. Those who triumph in the arena of life understand one simple yet profound truth. Discipline trumps inspiration. Action trumps dreaming. Persistence trumps intensity. You might ask, Mr. Hill, why is action so crucial? The answer is simple yet profoundly deep. Though thoughts are powerful, thoughts alone cannot change reality. Miracles happen only when thoughts transform into action. If Edison had only imagined the light bulb, the world would still be groping in darkness. If Ford had only dreamed of automobiles, people would still rely on horse carriages. If Rockefeller had only fantasized about wealth, he would have remained a poor bookkeeper. Action, only action, is the bridge between dreams and reality. Now I want you to pause, take a deep breath, and honestly examine yourself. How long have your dreams remained in your imagination? How long have your plans been lying in your drawer? How long have your goals been written on paper? Enough. From this moment on, let us bury the habit of procrastination. From this moment on, let us choose the power of action. Because in this competitive world, the doers gain everything, while the hesitant lose it all. Let us walk into a modern factory and observe the production line. What do you see? Every machine operates in order. Every worker focuses on their task. No one waits for the perfect moment. No one searches for the arrival of inspiration. They simply produce continuously, systematically, and efficiently. Now, let me tell you a shocking fact. In this rapidly industrializing age, procrastination is economic suicide. I once visited an automobile manufacturing plant. The manager told me, "Mr. Hill, if the production line stops for 1 minute, the efficiency of the entire factory is affected." The cost of stagnation far exceeds your imagination. This principle applies equally to your life. When you procrastinate, you are not merely wasting time. You are letting your spirit rust like an idle machine. You are letting your abilities decline like a stalled production line. You are letting your competitiveness become obsolete like outdated equipment. In Thomas Edison's laboratory, new experiments were conducted every day. He never waits for the perfect moment. He never waits for better conditions. He never waits for adequate preparation. He understands that in this rapidly changing era, the perfect moment will never arrive. The best time is now. Think about those great inventors and entrepreneurs. When did they take action? Was it when conditions were perfect? Was it when resources were abundant? Was it when risks had vanished? No, they began when conditions were imperfect. They started when resources were scarce. They launched when risks were enormous, because they understood that waiting means death. Procrastination is self-destruction. Stagnation rusts the spirit like an idle machine, but action sharpens abilities like a well-oiled engine in motion. Now I want you to understand a brutal reality. In this industrialized age, efficiency and consistent output determine everything. Your competitors will not wait for you to get ready. Market opportunities will not wait for your clarity. The train of progress will not wait for you to board. You either act or get eliminated. You either advance or get surpassed. You either choose or get chosen. These are the iron laws of the industrial age. These are the rules that successful people follow. As a businessman, let me tell you the truth about cost calculation. In the business world, every minute has value. Every decision carries a cost. Every moment of waiting bears a price, and the cost of delay is far more expensive than you imagine. Let me take you to the trading floor of Wall Street. Every investor there understands one principle. Missed opportunities cost more than failed investments. Why? Because with failed investments, you only lose your invested capital, but with missed opportunities, you lose all future returns. Henry Ford did not wait for perfect automotive technology to begin production. He improved as he worked, perfected as he produced. What was the result? He became the pioneer of the automobile industry. He seized the opportunity of an entire era. And those who waited for better timing, they became permanent spectators. Let me show you the real cost of waiting in numbers. Suppose you have a $1 investment opportunity today. If you invest immediately, it could be worth $10 in 10 years. But if you wait 1 year to invest that same dollar, after 9 years, it will only grow to $9. Do you see it? Just 1 year of waiting costs you an entire dollar in returns. This is the power of compound interest. This is the value of time. This is the reward of action. Now, let me tell you a deeper truth. In this fiercely competitive business era, opportunities are like train schedules. Miss this train, and the next one might be a long wait. Miss this train, and the next ticket might cost more. Miss this train, and the next one might never come. I have seen too many brilliant minds miss golden opportunities because they waited. I have seen too many talented individuals achieve nothing because they procrastinated. I have seen too many potential leaders left behind by time because they hesitated. They did not lack ability. They did not lack opportunity. What they lacked was the courage to take action. What they lacked was the power to make decisions. What they lacked was the wisdom to start immediately. Calculate the cost of procrastination as a businessman calculates his expenses. Ask yourself daily, what have I lost by not taking action today? What have I missed by not starting today? What have I given up by not deciding today? When you begin to think this way, you will discover the cost of waiting far exceeds the risk of action. The price of procrastination far exceeds the loss of failure. This is why all successful businessmen share one common trait. They never wait for perfect timing. They create their own opportunities. They seize every possible chance. They understand that in business competition, speed is everything. Walk into any successful factory, what do you find? Strict management systems, precise operating procedures, standardized quality control. This is no coincidence. This is the necessity of success. Now let me share with you an amazing discovery. Successful people manage their daily lives like they manage factories. John D. Rockefeller rose at 5 a.m. every day. This was no accident. This was by design. He had his designated time for reading. He had his designated time for thinking. He had his designated time for exercise. He operated his life like a precision factory. Every component had its standard. Every process had its quality control. Every result had its evaluation system. This is the secret behind his oil empire. Self-discipline is not suppression, my friend. Self-discipline is systematic operation, like factory management. Imagine what happens when a factory has no management system. Workers come and go as they please. Machines run and stop at random. Quality fluctuates without control. Can such a factory succeed? Absolutely not. Similarly, what happens when your life lacks discipline? Sleep when you want. Play when you feel like it. Study when you wish. Be lazy when you please. Work hard when motivated. Give up when challenged. Can such a life lead to success? Absolutely not. Establish your personal production standards. Set your daily minimum output requirements. For instance, write 500 words every day. For instance, read 10 pages every day. For instance, think deeply for 30 minutes every day. For instance, exercise for 20 minutes every day. These seemingly simple standards will become the cornerstone of your success. Establish your personal workflow. Design your daily operating procedures. Morning routine. Wake up, freshen up, morning reading, planning. Work time procedure, focus, efficiency, timing, evaluation. Evening routine, review, reflect, plan, rest. These processes will make your life operate as efficiently as a precision factory. Establish your personal quality control. Treat your commitments to yourself as seriously as business contracts. What you promise yourself must be accomplished. Goals you set must be achieved. Plans you make must be executed. Your credibility to yourself determines others' trust in you. Remember, self-discipline is not a one-time decision. Self-discipline is a choice made every moment. When the alarm rings, do you choose to rise immediately or sleep 5 more minutes? When executing plans, do you choose strict adherence or casual modification? When difficulties arise, do you choose to persevere or make excuses to quit? Every choice shapes your character. Every choice determines your destiny. The most successful people share one common trait. They manage themselves as their most important enterprise. They demand more of themselves than they do of their employees. They invest in themselves more seriously than in any business venture because they understand you are your greatest asset. Self-discipline is the best investment. Today, start building your personal management system. Let me guide you to the true secret headquarters of success. Here, there are no spotlights. Here, there is no applause. Here, there is no audience. Here, there is only one person and their determination. This is the private workshop of achievers. Carnegie, the steel magnate, spent every night learning and planning for 20 years before his fame. No one saw it. No one knew it. No one cared. But these 20 years of silent preparation created 40 years of glory. Inventors prepare for one success through countless failures in their laboratories. Edison created over 1,000 prototype light bulbs. The first 999 failed. But each failure brought him one step closer to success. The 1,000th changed the world. Successful speakers practice thousands of times before mirrors for one brilliant performance. You see their stage presence. You do not see their backstage persistence. You admire their eloquence. You do not know their day and night practice. This is the truth of success. The public sees only the moment of triumph, not the daily accumulation behind it. The masses see only the glorious results, not the painful process. The audience sees only the spectacular performance, not the countless rehearsals. Persistence, when no one cheers, determines performance when everyone cheers. Effort, when no one notices, determines achievement when everyone notices. Self-discipline, when no one supervises, determines performance when everyone supervises. This is why true achievers never depend on external motivation. Their drive comes from an inner fire. Their standards come from personal demands. Their persistence comes from hunger for their dreams. Private character building matters more than public image management. This is the power of autosuggestion at work. Who you are when no one is watching shapes your character through subconscious autosuggestion. What you do behind closed doors sends powerful messages to your subconscious about who you truly are. Every private act of persistence tells your subconscious, I am a person of unwavering determination. Every moment of self-discipline, when no one is watching, strengthens your inner belief in success. Establish your private workspace. It might be a corner of your study. It might be a desk in your bedroom. It might be a seat in your car. The location matters less than your mindset. Here you must honestly confront your weaknesses. Here you must boldly challenge your limits. Here you must quietly surpass yesterday's version of yourself. No one will applaud your private efforts. No one will cheer for your silent persistence. No one will praise your hidden progress. But this is precisely what separates winners from losers. Winners give their all even without an audience. Winners persist even without rewards. Winners pursue excellence even without recognition. Because they understand, true competition happens not on stage, but behind the scenes. True victory is achieved not in public arenas, but in private spaces. True success is built not where others can see, but in solitary corners. Now, close your door and begin your private work. Let each day of hidden effort prepare you for future public success. At 5 a.m., while the city sleeps, successful people have already begun their journey. This is no coincidence. This is by design. This is no accident. This is wisdom. Benjamin Franklin rose at 5 a.m. to plan his day's important affairs. Andrew Carnegie began contemplating business strategies before dawn. Thomas Edison entered his laboratory before sunrise. These great industrialists mastered a secret. The morning hours are golden hours for success. Why? Let me tell you the scientific truth about brain function. Your brain in the morning is like a freshly fired steam engine, operating at maximum power. After a night of rest, your willpower is at its peak. After a night of recovery, your focus reaches its highest level. After a night of recharging, your creativity performs at its best. This is why the most important work should be scheduled for morning hours, just as a factory produces its most valuable products first. When you wake up, you face a crucial choice. Will you immediately engage in what matters most, or will you waste these precious golden hours? Most people choose to waste them. They lie in bed scrolling through their phones. They rush to prepare and race against time. They let trivial matters consume their most valuable hours. But successful people never do this. They seize every morning minute. They harness every morning's energy. They treasure every morning opportunity. Complete your most vital personal development before your family awakens. Savor moments of quiet contemplation before the world stirs to life. Store abundant mental energy before the day's rush begins. Schedule challenging decisions when your energy peaks. Plan important learning when your mind is sharpest. Arrange creative work when inspiration flows most freely. Establish your morning personal board meeting. In this meeting, you are the sole participant. You must review yesterday's performance. You must plan today's actions. You must contemplate future strategies. You must make critical decisions. These 30 minutes of personal board meeting will determine your day's success or failure. These 30 minutes of deep thinking will shape your destiny. Establish your morning routine. 5,000, rise, get out of bed immediately, no delays. 5,010, freshen up, awaken your body completely. 5,002, morning reading, invest in your mind. 5,005, reflect, plan your day's actions. 6,000, exercise, activate your body's energy. This golden hour of morning time will become your engine of success. Remember, early rising isn't about sleeping less than others. Early rising is about living more fully than others. While others dream, you work toward your dreams. While others start their day, you have completed what matters most. While others feel tired, you have achieved satisfaction. This is the power of the morning advantage. This is the time secret of successful people. Starting tomorrow, join the ranks of morning achievers. Let me take you to a steam locomotive's engine room to observe a fascinating phenomenon. The engineer doesn't wait for steam before burning coal. He burns coal first to generate steam. Don't wait for power before taking action. Action generates power. This principle applies equally to human motivation. How many wait for motivation to arrive? How many wait for inspiration to appear? How many wait for passion to ignite? They have reversed cause and effect. They have confused the relationship. Motivation isn't the prerequisite for action, it's the result. Passion isn't the cause of effort, it's the product. Inspiration isn't the beginning of creation, it's the companion. Edison's invention process perfectly proves this principle. He didn't wait for inspiration to begin experimenting. Through experimentation, he sparked creativity. He didn't wait for motivation to start working. Through work, he generated motivation. Each experiment ignited new enthusiasm. Each attempt sparked greater drive. Each action brought more inspiration. This is the mechanical principle of action igniting power. Imagine an engine within your soul. This engine won't start itself. It needs you to turn the crank. The first turn might require great effort. The second turn becomes slightly easier. With the third turn, the engine begins to respond. Keep turning, and the engine starts to run. Continue turning, and the engine reaches high-speed operation. Once the engine is running, it maintains its own power. This is why starting is always the most difficult part. This is why persisting is easier than starting. This is why doers have more drive than thinkers. Motivation is like the oil that lubricates the machine. It is generated during operation, not before. The more you act, the more motivated you become to act. The harder you work, the more you want to work. The more you persist, the stronger your persistence grows. Set your fixed ignition time. Start working at this time regardless of how you feel. Start learning at this time regardless of your mood. Start acting at this time regardless of your condition. Like a factory's operating hours, it must never change due to emotions. Like a train's departure time, it must never be delayed due to feelings. When you do this, miracles happen. In the first 5 minutes, you may feel resistance. In the first 10 minutes, you may find it difficult. In the first 15 minutes, you begin to get into the flow. After 20 minutes, you are fully engaged. After 30 minutes, you do not want to stop. This is the magical process of action igniting motivation. This is why successful people never wait for motivation. They create motivation. They manufacture motivation. Through action, they ignite the fire within. Remember this eternal truth. An engine will not start itself, but once started, it keeps running. The human drive system works the same way. Now, turn your starter handle. Do not wait. Begin immediately. Let action ignite the fire of motivation within you. Walk into Ford's assembly line and you will witness a revolutionary discovery. The entire car production is broken down into countless small units. Each worker only needs to focus on completing one small task. Each task takes only a few minutes. But the accumulation of these small tasks created the miracle of the automobile industry. This principle can revolutionize your life in the same way. I will teach you a powerful concept, the 15-minute production unit. Why 15 minutes? Because 15 minutes is enough to complete a meaningful work unit. In 15 minutes, you can read 5 to 8 pages. In 15 minutes, you can write 300, 500 words. In 15 minutes, you can learn a new concept. In 15 minutes, you can plan a project. In 15 minutes, you can exercise your body. In 15 minutes, you can meditate and think. More importantly, 15 minutes is short enough for anyone to persist. You may not be able to study for 2 hours, but you can absolutely focus for 15 minutes. You may not be able to write for 1 hour. but you can absolutely think for 15 minutes. Now let me tell you about the compound power of 15-minute units. Invest a 15-minute share in your important goals every day. That is 365 15-minute units in a year. That equals 91 hours of focused dedication. What level of mastery could you achieve by focusing 91 hours on one skill? What insights could you gain from 91 hours of concentrated thinking on one problem? What transformation could you create with 91 hours of deliberate habit formation? The answer is you will achieve remarkable transformation. Accumulate these time investments like deposits in your bank account. 15 minutes of learning every day. 15 minutes of thinking every day. 15 minutes of planning every day. 15 minutes of skill practice every day. In 1 year, your life account will amass tremendous wealth. Track and monitor the compound effect of these small units. Create your 15-minute investment log. Monday, 15 minutes English, plus 15 minutes writing, plus 15 minutes planning. Tuesday, 15 minutes professional skills, plus 15 minutes reading, plus 15 minutes reflection. Wednesday, 15 minutes reflection, 15 minutes creative thinking, plus 15 minutes relationships. Every 15 minutes relationships. Every 15 minutes is a cornerstone of your future success. Every 15 minutes is a step toward realizing your dreams. Every 15 minutes is your competitive advantage over others. Most people underestimate 15 minutes. They think 15 minutes is too short to make a difference. They want to invest hours at once. The result? They rarely stick to it even once. But the wise understand. Consistent small units accumulate into massive results. The power of water drops surpasses the storm. Persistent small investments yield amazing returns. Now choose your most important goal. Design your daily 15-minute investment plan for it. Do not underestimate these 15 minutes. Do not ignore these 15 minutes. Do not abandon these 15 minutes, for these 15 minutes will become the time units that transform your destiny. Start your 15-minute revolution. Begin today, now, this moment. Every successful factory has a complete management system. Raw materials enter the system. Processes follow standards. Products meet quality specifications. No system, no efficiency, no competitiveness, no success. Now, I will teach you to build your personal factory management system. Industrial management principles apply equally to personal life management. Standardized operating procedures guarantee efficiency. Systematic quality control forms the foundation of success. First, establish your morning startup routine. Like a factory inspection before operation, be meticulous. 5003 system startup. Wake up, no delays. 5035 hardware check. Grooming, activate body, 5045 software update, morning reading, upgrade mindset, 6000 task planning, create today's production plan, 6005 system, warm-up, exercise, activate full body energy. This startup routine will ensure you begin each day at peak performance. Next, establish your daytime production process. Organize your core working hours with assembly. Line precision 900 11,000 a.m. The golden hours for priority tasks 11,000 to 12,000 a.m. Secondary task execution period 2,000 to 4,000 p.m. Dedicated learning and development. Block 4,000 to 6,000 p.m. Focused communication and coordination time. Each time block must have clear output targets. Each segment must meet specific quality standards. Each period must follow strict time control. Master your evening review process just as a factory conducts its end-of-day inventory. 8:00 p.m. production count. What did you accomplish today? 8,015 p.m. Quality check. How well did you perform? 8,003 p.m. Problem analysis. What obstacles did you face? 8,045 p.m. Improvement planning. How will you optimize tomorrow? 9,000 p.m. System shutdown. Prepare for rest and energy restoration. This review process will guarantee your continuous improvement and advancement. Establish your personal production standards. Like a manufacturer setting product specifications, define your daily standards. Learning standard. Read minimum 30 minutes daily. Thinking standard, engage in deep thought, 20 minutes daily. Writing standard, produce minimum 500 words daily. Exercise standard, work out minimum 20 minutes daily. Social standard, have one meaningful conversation daily. These standards will become your personal quality guarantee. Institute your personal quality control. Like a factory inspector, examine your daily performance. Did you execute your plans on schedule? Did you meet your established standards? Did you maintain the required quality? Did you achieve your expected results? Implement your personal inventory management. Manage your time inventory. Allocate wisely. Eliminate waste. Manage your energy inventory. Use effectively. Replenish regularly. Manage your knowledge inventory. Update constantly. Organize systematically. Manage your relationship inventory. Nurture carefully. Invest strategically. Remember, the power of systems lies in their ability to make excellence automatic. Make success inevitable. Make greatness habitual. Without a system, you rely solely on willpower. Willpower fatigues, depletes, and diminishes. With a system, you rely on process. Processes never tire, never deplete, never diminish. Now, begin designing your personal efficiency system. Transform yourself into a high-performing personal enterprise. In any world-class factory, you will find strict quality control standards. No defective product leaves the floor. No process tolerates carelessness. No detail escapes attention. Why? Because quality determines brand value. Excellence commands market share. Standards dictate success or failure. Now let me share a secret that will transform your destiny. You must set your own quality standards. Just as factories have quality control standards, you too need personal quality standards. Successful manufacturers never accept defective products. Successful individuals never tolerate mediocre performance. What are personal quality standards? They are the minimum acceptable levels for your conduct. They are the basic requirements for your performance. They are the core principles of your character. Let me show you how to establish these standards. Integrity standard. Your word must be your bond. Your promises must be fulfilled. Keep your word in all matters, great or small. Be honest whether others are watching or not. Honor your commitments, whether supervised or not. This is the foundation of your personal brand. Professional standard. Work must be excellence-driven. Learning must be continuous. Every task must exceed expectations. Every learning experience must be thorough. Every detail must be perfected. This guarantees your competitive edge. Time standard. Appointments must be punctual. Plans must be executed. Punctuality is respect for others. Timeliness is a demand you place upon yourself. Following schedules is the habit of success. This demonstrates your self-discipline. Communication standards. Speaking must be responsible. Listening must be focused. Every word must be carefully considered. Every listening moment must be fully engaged. Every communication must create value. This forms the basis of your relationships. Learning standard. Each day must bring new gains. Each month must see breakthroughs. Reject stagnation. Refuse to stand still. Resist self-satisfaction. This drives your continuous growth. These standards are not mere decorative ornaments. They are principles of conduct manifested in daily choices. When faced with choices, ask yourself, does this choice meet my standards? Does this action fulfill my requirements? Does this performance match my goals? Every choice either builds or destroys your personal quality. Every decision either raises or lowers your personal standards. Raising standards is like upgrading production equipment. It elevates your overall output quality. It strengthens your core competitiveness. It expands your opportunities for success. Examine your daily behaviors. Identify areas for improvement. In expression, can you be more precise? In execution, can you be more efficient? In relationships, can you be more sincere? In learning, can you be more focused? Set your new minimum acceptance standards. Never accept good enough. Never settle for that will do. Never say that is fine as is. Demand of yourself, this must be the best. Demand of yourself, this must be perfect. Demand of yourself, this must be excellent. Remember, your standards determine your future. The quality you accept is the life you will live. The standards you demand shape the person you become. Starting today, elevate your personal quality standards. Reject mediocrity, pursue excellence. Refuse compromise, seek perfection. Reject mediocrity, pursue excellence, because you deserve the finest life. Sitting in the trading floor of Wall Street, I learned the most important lesson of my life. Successful businessmen make swift decisions, for delaying decisions means forfeiting opportunities. The cost of hesitation often exceeds the price of mistakes. The loss from waiting often surpasses the risk of action. Now, I will teach you to think and decide like a business titan. Decision-making is a business skill that can be mastered. It is not an innate talent. It is not mysterious intuition. It is a systematic method. Let me share with you the decision-making framework of successful businessmen. Step 1. Identify the real decision problem. Many people make right decisions on wrong problems. The result remains wrong. Take time to find the core problem that needs solving. Do not be deceived by surface appearances. Do not let secondary issues distract you. Grasp the essence of the problem. Step 2. Gather necessary information, not all information. Perfect information will never appear. The business world moves too fast to wait. Collect key information sufficient for making wise decisions. 80% accurate information trumps 100% perfect information, because the latter may never be attainable. Step 3. Set decision. Deadlines. Decisions without deadlines extend indefinitely. Set clear time limits for every important decision. When time comes, you must choose. Even with imperfect information, even with uncertain choices, even with unclear risks, decision-making itself is a capability. Step 4. Consider the worst case and best outcome. Prepare for the worst. Pursue the best. If you can bear the worst case, act boldly. If the best outcome is worth pursuing, execute decisively. Fear often stems from uncertainty. When analysis is clear, fear disappears. Step 5. Execute decisions and adjust. Based on results. Decision is just the beginning. Execution is key. There are no perfect decisions, only perfect execution. Gather feedback during implementation. Verify decision correctness through action. Adjust direction through practice. This is the decision cycle of the business world. Every major decision is an investment in the future. You invest time, expecting returns in efficiency. You invest energy, expecting returns in results. You invest money, expecting returns in value. You invest choices, expecting returns in success. Analyze your life choices like an investor analyzing projects. What is the input cost of this choice? What is the expected return of this choice? What are the risk factors of this choice? What is the time horizon of this choice? Use business rationality to analyze life sensitivity. Most people let emotions drive their decisions. Fear makes them miss opportunities. Greed makes them take blind risks. Anger makes them choose impulsively. But business thinking keeps you rational. It makes you decide based on facts, not feelings. It empowers you to make choices based on logic, not emotions. It guides you to plan for the long term, not just the present. Train your decision-making speed. Start practicing with small decisions. What's for lunch today? Decide now. What to do this weekend? Choose quickly. What to learn next month? Determine swiftly. Quick training in small decisions prepares you for decisive major ones. Remember the iron laws of business. Speed trumps perfection. Action beats analysis. Results outweigh plans. Now, apply business thinking to your choices. No more hesitation, no more waiting, no more delays. Like successful businessmen, decide fast and act decisively. Enter any successful company, and you will find they are never satisfied with the status quo. They constantly upgrade their product lines. They continuously improve service quality, buts and ides. They regularly eliminate outdated models. Why? Because markets are changing, because competition is intensifying, because customer demands are rising. Stagnation means regression. Not moving forward means falling behind. Now, let me tell you a striking truth. You need to upgrade your version constantly, just like businesses do. Personal growth means continuously upgrading your mindset and behavior patterns. Abandon outdated identities like discarding obsolete equipment. What is a personal brand? It is the first word people think of when mentioning you. It is your unique value in this world. It is the lasting impression you leave on others. What is your personal brand now? Are you that person who always procrastinates? Are you that person who constantly complains? Are you that person who lacks initiative? Or are you that trustworthy person? Are you that positive person? Are you that person who delivers on promises? Your personal brand is not what you say, but what you do. Not what you promote, but what you prove. Not what you plan, but what you achieve. Now is the time to reshape your personal brand. Identify limiting identities. I am not a morning person. I am not a disciplined person. I am not someone who can succeed. These are outdated identities. These are versions that need elimination. These are old programs blocking your success. Create your brand upgrade plan, from procrastinator to action taker, from complainer to problem solver, from waiter to creator, from follower to leader. Every upgrade needs specific actions to support it. Implement new behavior patterns step by step. If you want to be punctual, never be late. If you want to be reliable, keep your word. If you want to be a learner, read daily. If you want to be healthy, exercise consistently. New identities must be proven through actions and verified by results. Time is the great solidifier of change. Launch your new self as a company launches a new product. Declare to the world, I have upgraded myself. Not through words, but through actions. Not through promises, but through performance. Not through plans, but through results. Clean up your product line. Eliminate habits that no longer serve your goals. Discard behaviors that hold back your progress. Remove statements that damage your image. Be as decisive as a company discontinuing outdated products. Establish your quality assurance system. Daily check. Do my actions today match my new identity? Weekly assessment. Does my performance meet my new standards? Monthly review. Has my progress reached my new requirements? Monitor constantly. Improve continuously. Upgrade consistently. Remember, personal brand transformation is not an overnight achievement. It demands persistent effort. It requires unwavering determination. It needs constant proof. Yet once accomplished, it becomes your most valuable asset. It will open new doors of opportunity. It will create new possibilities. It will bring forth a new life. Now, decide on your new identity. Begin your personal brand transformation plan. Let actions prove your change. Let results verify your upgrade. Enter an efficient factory and you immediately sense the difference. Every piece of equipment is strategically placed in its optimal position. Every process is optimized for maximum efficiency. Every detail serves productivity. This is no accident. This is design. Now, let me share a secret that will transform your destiny. Your environment directly impacts your behavioral efficiency. Just as factory layout affects production efficiency, personal environment design influences performance efficiency. Successful factory owners meticulously design work environments to enhance productivity. You must carefully design your living environment to enhance performance. Let us begin with physical space. What message does your workspace convey? Disorder communicates confused thinking. Organization communicates clear thinking. Emptiness communicates lack of purpose. Tools communicate readiness for action. Redesign your physical space. Remove all unnecessary distractions. Position all essential tools. Create all motivational elements. Let your environment serve your success. Place today's most important tasks on your desk. Post inspiring quotes on your walls. Fill your shelves with books that elevate you. Let every detail remind you of your goals. Now let us discuss your information environment. What information do you consume daily? Is it complaints and negative news? Or wisdom and positive content? Information is like food. What you consume determines your health. What you read determines your thinking. Purify your information environment. Unfollow accounts that spread negativity. Subscribe to resources that provide value. Choose books that inspire your growth. Let quality information nourish your mind. Your social environment is paramount. Your social circle, like a business network, demands strategic selection. Examine the 5 people you associate with most frequently. Are they positive and upward-moving individuals? Do they pursue personal growth? Do they support your dreams? Do they challenge you to improve? If the answer is no, you must make adjustments. Seek out those who have already achieved what you desire. Connect with those pursuing similar goals. Find those who inspire you to move forward. Associate with those willing to share their wisdom. Build valuable connections proactively, not to take, but to grow, not to use, but to learn, not to cling, but to rise. Design your daily environmental triggers. Post learning goals in your bathroom. Place health reminders on your refrigerator. Position exercise equipment by your door. Keep inspirational books at your bedside. Let your environment automatically remind you of good habits. Eliminate environmental temptations. Clear junk food from your kitchen. Delete time wasters from your phone. Remove negative influences from your life. Create the path of least resistance to success. Remember, willpower is a finite resource. Smart people do not rely on willpower, they rely on environmental design. When your environment supports your goals, success becomes natural. When your environment opposes your goals, failure becomes almost inevitable. Now, begin to strategically design your environment. Let every space serve your success. Let every element remind you of your goals. Let every detail support your dreams. Your environment is your silent coach. Make it your strongest ally. On Wall Street, I learned the most crucial truth in business. Credibility is your most precious asset. Bankers care not about your collateral, but your credit history. Investors focus not on your plans, but your track record. Business partners value not your promises, but your ability to deliver. Now, let me show you how to build your personal empire of credibility. Keeping promises to yourself is like building a personal credit score. Every promise to yourself builds credibility. Every broken promise damages credibility. Self-trust is the foundation of all success. If you do not believe in yourself, who will? If you do not trust yourself, who will trust you? If you cannot keep promises to yourself, who will keep promises to you? Start building a perfect track record with the smallest commitments. I will wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Make it happen. I will read 20 pages today. Make it happen. I will exercise 3 times this week. Make it happen. I will complete my plan this month. Make it happen. Every fulfilled promise is a deposit in your credibility bank. Every broken promise is a withdrawal from your credibility bank. When your credibility account is full, you qualify for greater responsibilities. When your credibility account is overdrawn, you forfeit your right to success. Establish your personal credibility rating system, AAA. Never break promises to yourself, AA. Rarely break promises to yourself, A. Occasionally break promises to yourself, B. Frequently break promises to yourself, C. Consistently break promises to yourself. What is your current rating? What rating do you aspire to achieve? Examine your commitments as meticulously as a bank reviews loan applications. Is this commitment realistic? Is this commitment necessary? Can I fulfill this commitment? Never make promises you cannot keep. Better to promise less and deliver more than promise more and deliver less. Building credibility takes time, but destroying it takes only one moment. Guard your credibility as you would guard your life. Cherish your credibility as you would cherish your wealth. Protect your credibility as you would protect your reputation. Establish a credibility tracking system. Record every promise you make to yourself. Track every action you take to fulfill your promises. Analyze every reason for breaking your word. Improve every aspect of your commitment process. Let the data speak. Let the facts prove. When you build powerful personal credibility, you will believe more in your abilities. You will trust more in your judgment. You will strengthen your determination. You will achieve more of your goals. This is the compound effect of personal credibility. Now, start taking every promise you make to yourself seriously, because these promises will determine your future, because these fulfillments will shape your life, because this credibility will realize your dreams. In my research of all successful entrepreneurs, I discovered a common secret. They are not driven by problems, but pulled by vision. They are not escaping pain, but pursuing ideals. They are not reacting passively, but creating actively. This is the fundamental difference between success and failure. Great industrialists all possess clear long-term visions. Andrew Carnegie saw a future transformed by steel. Thomas Edison saw a future illuminated by electricity. Henry Ford saw a future where automobiles were accessible to all. Their vision served as the North Star, guiding all decisions. What is vision? Vision is not a goal. Vision is grander than goals. Goals are results you want to achieve. Vision is the future you want to create. Goals are destinations. Vision is direction. Goals can be completed. Vision forever leads forward. Vision-driven people create opportunities, not wait for them. They do not wait for opportunity to knock. They actively seek opportunities. They do not wait for others to give. They actively create value. They do not wait for circumstances to change. They actively change circumstances. Now, let me help you develop your personal vision. First, study the vision examples of successful entrepreneurs. Carnegie's vision, building a stronger America through steel. Edison's vision, to serve humanity through electricity. Ford's vision, to put a car in every household. Rockefeller's vision, to illuminate the world with oil. Their visions share common characteristics, transcending personal interests to serve greater purposes, solving real problems, creating genuine value, igniting inner drive, sustaining continuous action. Now, craft your personal business plan for life. What is your life's mission? What problems do you seek to solve? What value do you aim to create? What legacy do you wish to leave? Your vision must be grand enough to unleash your ultimate potential, clear enough to guide daily decisions, specific enough to measure progress. Test every choice against your vision. Does this choice support my vision? Does this action advance my vision? Does this decision align with my vision? If the answer is yes, act boldly. If the answer is no, abandon decisively. Review and adjust your vision regularly. Vision is not static. As you grow, your vision evolves. As times change, your vision adapts. But the core spirit of your vision must remain constant. Let your vision be your internal GPS. When lost, your vision provides direction. When tired, your vision supplies energy. When afraid, your vision gives courage. When successful, your vision bestows purpose. Remember, a life without vision is blind. Effort without direction is futile. Success without mission is empty. Now, invest time in developing your personal vision. Let it become your North Star in life. Let it be the internal engine driving your actions. Let it serve as the supreme standard of your success. Enter any modern factory, and you will be amazed by the power of standardized production. Same process, repeated execution. Same standards, repeated adherence. Same quality, repeated output. What is the secret of mass production? Standardization and repetition. Now, let me share a life-changing discovery. Personal character can be mass-produced through repeated correct actions. Just as factories produce standardized products through repetition, you can shape your ideal identity through repeated behaviors. Each repetition reinforces identity. Each repetition builds life quality. Each repetition creates success, DNA. Design your standardized daily procedures. Just as factories have standard operating procedures, you need to design your life standard procedures. Morning standard procedure. 6,000 wake up and activate 6,001. Refresh and energize 6,001. Read and recharge 6,040. Plan and focus 7,000. Exercise and stimulate. Repeat this procedure daily until it becomes automatic. Work standard procedure. 25 minutes of focused work. 5 minutes of adjustment break. Repeat 4 cycles. 15 minutes of reflection. This procedure guarantees your work efficiency and quality. 9,000 review your day. 9,015. Plan for tomorrow. 9,000 thigh plan. For tomorrow. 9,005 and practice gratitude and reflection. 10,000 prepare for rest. This system ensures your continuous improvement and growth. Execute strict quality control. Just as factories have quality inspections, you must inspect your daily performance. Daily quality check. Did you execute today's standard procedures? Weekly quality check. Did you advance your important goals this week? Monthly quality check. Did you establish your core habits this month? Quarterly quality check. Did you improve your key capabilities this quarter? Substandard performance must be redone. Unacceptable behavior must be corrected immediately. Continuously improve your process. As factories optimize their production processes, you must optimize your life processes. Which link can be more efficient? Which step can be simplified? Which procedure can be perfected? Small improvements accumulate into massive progress. Establish your habit factory management system. Raw material management. What do you invest daily? Time, energy, and attention are your raw materials. Ensure the quality and quantity of your raw materials. Production management. What do you produce daily? Knowledge, skills, relationships, and results are your products. Ensure the standards and quality of your products. Inventory management. What assets have you accumulated? Experience, wisdom, connections, and reputation are your inventory. Take regular stock and optimize. Remember, habits are your personal factory. Good habits produce success. Bad habits produce failure. Without habits, there is no production. Now start building your habit factory. Design standardized procedures. Execute strict quality control. Continuously improve production processes. Let excellence become your habitual product. Let success become your standardized output. Step into a steel mill's forging workshop, and you will witness an awe-inspiring scene. Blazing furnaces, immense pressure, repeated hammering. Iron ore transforms into hardened steel under extreme conditions. Without high temperature, there is no steel. Without pressure, there is no strength. Without forging, there is no quality. This principle applies equally to character building. Like steel requiring intense heat for hardening, character requires adversity for strengthening. The finest steel endures the most severe forging process. The strongest character endures the most challenging trials. Successful entrepreneurs have all faced business crises. Andrew Carnegie endured the Great Depression. Thomas Edison survived his laboratory fire. Henry Ford weathered 5 bankruptcies. John D. Rockefeller overcame market crashes. But these adversities did not destroy them. They forged them. Difficulties are not punishment. They are forging furnaces. Setbacks are not obstacles. They are whetstones. Pressure is not burden. It is a strengthening agent. Adversity is not enemy. It is a teacher. Build your adversity response system. Step 1. Redefine difficulty. Difficulty is not meant to defeat you, but to forge you. Difficulties are not meant to stop you, but to strengthen you. Difficulties are not your enemies, but your personal fitness trainers. They are training the muscles of your willpower. Step 2. Find growth opportunities in difficulties. Every difficulty contains an equal seed of opportunity. Financial difficulties forge your money management skills. Interpersonal difficulties forge your communication abilities. Work difficulties forge your professional competence. Health difficulties forge your self-discipline. Ask yourself, what is this difficulty trying to teach me? Step 3. Actively seek challenges. Do not wait for difficulties to find you. Seek challenges actively. Like an athlete who deliberately increases training intensity. Set goals slightly above your current capabilities. Take on responsibilities slightly heavier than your current load. Step outside your comfort zone bit by bit. Let yourself grow through continuous challenges. Step 4. Build your adversity recovery system. Just as steel needs cooling and processing after forging, you need recovery and reflection after facing difficulties. Give yourself time to process emotions. Give yourself space to reflect on experiences. Give yourself chances to adjust strategies. Yes, give yourself confidence to move forward. Remember the laws of steel forging. The higher the temperature, the harder the steel. The greater the pressure, the finer the quality. The more the hammering, the more stable the structure. Your life follows the same principles. The greater the adversity, the stronger the capability. The more the challenges, the richer the experience. The harder the difficulty, the more evident the growth. Do not avoid difficulties. Embrace them. Do not fear setbacks. Be grateful for them. Do not complain about adversity. Utilize it. For every adversity is an opportunity for forging. Every difficulty is a chance for elevation. Every setback is a gift for growth. Now, face your challenges with iron will. Forge yourself stronger in the furnace of adversity. Shape your character harder under the hammer of difficulties. Create your brilliant future through the trials of setbacks. Step into Thomas Edison's Menlo Park laboratory. What do you see? Not elegant theoretical charts, not perfect planning documents, but traces of countless experiments, burned materials, failed prototypes, repeated tests. Yet these failures ultimately created world-changing inventions. Edison made over 1,000 attempts at the light bulb. The first 999 failed, but each failure provided valuable information. Each failure eliminated one wrong approach. Each failure brought him one step closer to success. The 1,000th attempt illuminated the world. This is the power of the laboratory method. Like Edison's laboratory, true knowledge comes through practice, not theory. Theoretical learning must be validated through practice. Knowledge from books is merely information. Only knowledge validated through practice becomes wisdom. Only theories tested through action have value. Action is the greatest teacher and clarifier. This is the process of acquiring specialized knowledge that I speak of. Knowledge from books is general knowledge. Only knowledge verified through practice becomes specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge holds immense power because it directly relates to your goals. When you acquire specialized knowledge through action, you possess a competitive advantage that others cannot replicate. More importantly, this knowledge gained through action builds your confidence, and confidence is the cornerstone of success. Create your life laboratory. Treat your life as a vast experimental laboratory. Consider your goals as experimental hypotheses. View your actions as experimental processes. Treat your results as experimental data. Start with small-scale experiments. Do not invest all your resources at once. Design controlled small experiments to test your ideas. Want to learn a new language? Start with 30 minutes daily for 15 days. Want to change careers? Begin by learning relevant skills in your spare time. Want to build new habits? Start with a 21-day minimalist version. Small experiments reduce risk and provide quick feedback. Test ideas rapidly. In the business world, speed is everything. Test quickly, learn quickly, adjust quickly. Do not spend 6 months crafting the perfect plan. Take 6 days to test core assumptions. Do not wait until everything is perfect to begin. Start immediately with the minimum viable version. Adjust strategy based on results. The purpose of experimenting is not to prove you are right. The purpose is to discover what is right. If results fall short, adjust your methods. If results exceed expectations, scale up. If results are unexpected, rethink your approach. Keep an open mind and let data guide your decisions. Establish an experimental record system. Record the design of each experiment. Record the process of each experiment. Record the results of each experiment. Record the lessons from each experiment. These records will become your most valuable asset. Cultivate an experimenter mindset. Stay curious about failure rather than discouraged. Stay excited about surprises rather than fearful. Stay exploratory about the unknown rather than avoidant. Stay embracing of change rather than resistant. This is the innovator mindset. Remember Edison's words, "I have not failed 1,000 times. I have successfully found 1,000 ways that will not work." Every failure is valuable information. Every attempt is precious experience. Every experiment is accumulated wisdom. Now transform your life into a laboratory. Bravely test your ideas. Boldly try new methods. Wisely learn from results. Let practice become your best path to true knowledge. Among the most successful manufacturing enterprises in the world, there is one common secret weapon: continuous improvement. They are never satisfied with the status quo. They are always seeking better methods. They optimize their production processes daily. Today better than yesterday. Tomorrow better than today. These small improvements accumulate into massive competitive advantages. Successful manufacturers understand a fundamental truth. Consistency triumphs over intensity. Steady improvement surpasses occasional breakthroughs. Continuous progress outweighs intermittent effort. Just as steady production beats sporadic high output. Now, I will teach you to build your personal system of continuous improvement. Establish a daily feedback mechanism. Ask yourself these questions every night. What did I do well today? What could I improve? How can I do better tomorrow? These 3 simple questions will drive your continuous progress. Do not wait until year-end to evaluate. Do not wait for failure to reflect. Do not wait for problems to emerge before improving. Conduct your quality check daily. Identify opportunities for improvement. Seek improvement points in your daily activities. Morning routine. Can it be more efficient? Work process. Can it be more focused? Learning methods. Can they be more effective? Communication style. Can it be clearer? Health habits. Can they be more scientific? Time management. Can it be more rational? Every aspect holds room for improvement. Implement gradual enhancement. Do not attempt to improve everything at once. Focus on one improvement until it becomes habit. Then move on to the next improvement. This week, wake up 15 minutes earlier. Next week, extend focused work time by 10 minutes. Following week, increase reading speed by 20%. Step by step, small victories lead to great triumph. Establish an improvement tracking system. Record your improvement projects. Content, what specifically needs improvement. Goal, what standards must be met. Method, what approach will you use? Progress, what is the current status? Results, what outcomes have been achieved? Manage your progress with data. Apply the 1% improvement rule. Improving 1% daily seems insignificant, yet in 1 year you improve 37-fold. 1,001 to the power of 36.5 equals 3017,078. Declining 1% daily seems minor, yet in 1 year you decline to near zero. 0.99 to the power of 365 equals 0.6. This is the compound power of small improvements. Build a culture of improvement. Make improvement your habit. Make improvement your pleasure. Make improvement your lifestyle. Do not improve merely to reach a goal. Improve because improvement itself signals success. Remember the wisdom of quality masters. Quality is not an act, but a habit. Excellence is not an achievement, but a pursuit. Improvement is not random inspiration, but systematic practice. Now, begin your journey of continuous improvement. Find one improvement point daily. Implement one small improvement daily. Record one new progress daily. Let continuous improvement be your secret weapon for surpassing others. Let continuous improvement be your pathway to excellence. My friend, we have traveled an extraordinary journey. From the importance of action to the power of continuous improvement, from personal quality standards to strategic environmental design, from time management to habit formation. Now is the time to begin your personal industrial revolution. The Industrial Revolution transformed the entire world. It elevated humanity from the agricultural age to modern civilization. It created unprecedented productivity. It redefined human possibilities. Now, a personal action revolution can transform your destiny. It will lift you from mediocrity to excellence. It will create unprecedented personal effectiveness. It will redefine the possibilities of your life. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Great factories all began as humble workshops. Carnegie's steel empire started in a small shop. Ford's automotive kingdom began in a carriage workshop. Edison's invention empire started in a basement. Your empire of success can begin today. Today's small actions are the cornerstones of tomorrow's empire of success. Today's good habits are the foundation of future excellence. Today's high standards are the starting point of extraordinary achievement. Establish your personal production line. Design your standardized processes. Build your quality control system. Create your continuous improvement mechanism. Transform yourself into an efficiently operating personal enterprise. Begin your daily manufacturing process. Manufacture new knowledge every day. Manufacture new skills every day. Manufacture new relationships every day. Manufacture new value every day. Let continuous production become your way of life. Let persistent action become your competitive advantage. In this rapidly changing era, only those who take action will survive. Only those who continuously improve will succeed. Only those who never cease will reign supreme. Now, stand up and take action. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Stop searching for excuses. Stop hesitating. Let each day become a new chapter in your personal industrial revolution. Let every action become a new cornerstone of your empire of success. Let each choice become a new testament to your life of excellence. Remember every principle I have told you today. Apply every method I have taught you today. Practice every strategy I have shared today. But most importantly, take action immediately. For knowledge without action is useless. For methods without practice are empty. For wisdom without application is futile. Your personal industrial revolution begins this moment. Your empire of success is founded today. Your journey to excellence sets sail now. Take action, my friend. Let the world witness your transformation. Let time prove your success. Let action create your miracle.